Now, I don't know how to put this without this sounding ugly. However, fellas, you cannot love a woman more than she loves you. If you give a woman all the power in a relationship and you are a purposeful man, a businessman, you handle things and you're a real leader, there's a high probability that woman is going to throw you off your game. You can think that I'm lying, but I see it happen all the time. When you are a purposeful man and say you run into business and this woman has all this power, you're going to start losing.
Yeah. And this is also why a man can't fall in love, right? A man can't fall in love. And in a lot of ways, you got to make sure that the woman likes you more than you like her. It sounds crazy, just like she was saying, she don't want to make it sound ugly. But look, here's the thing. Leadership goes in one direction. OK, that's just the logic of the situation. That is the facts of the situation. Leadership goes in one direction. OK, when a man has a direction, he leads the situation and then he has followers. The leader cannot pay as much attention to the follower as the follower has to pay attention to the leader. So in that way, it's almost as if the follower has to have more allegiance, has to have more desire for the leader than the leader has for the follower. You understand? Because leadership goes in one direction, because the leadership is trying to manage all things, right? The man, he's focused in a certain direction. For example, he's focused on God. He's focused on being the highest version of himself. So whoever is in his life as a significant other is going to benefit from that. In order for him to do the best job as a leader, he has to focus on himself and focus forward. And then his follower, his woman, his helpmate, has to admire him, respect him, and love him, and follow his lead and trust in him. It's not a mutual thing, and it can't go in the opposite direction, or else we lose the delicate balance of leadership and following. You get what I'm saying? So we have to understand these things. Sometimes it's not easy for women to accept because they've been done wrong by so many men that it's hard for them to trust in a man and call him her leader and for her to submit. So when you use words like submission and all this other type of stuff, women get bent out of shape because they've been led by a lot of dudes who are irresponsible with their vulnerabilities and who are irresponsible with the fact that they were willing to follow them, right? These men weren't good leaders. So a lot of times when a woman finally meets a man who is a good leader, she's still very reluctant to follow him. She's very reluctant to like him more than he likes her. But see, the thing is that the job of a leader is to lead. The job of a leader is not necessarily to like his followers, right? The job of a leader is to lead. And this is why, like I said, a man can't fall in love, because a man has to be a leader 24/7. A man has to be able to manage situations 24/7. A man has to be able to take care of the emotionality of his significant other. A man has to be able to take care of the emotionality of himself and stay focused and stay consistent and follow the plan and follow the program and continue on forward and forging a path for the best outcome for himself first, for his relationship, for his family, his community, and therefore his society. So that's the reason why leadership only goes one way. And so in a lot of ways, you got to make sure that woman likes you more than you like her, because your job of leadership doesn't really require you to like her. Your job of leadership requires you to be a good leader. So you have to focus forward. OK, and we need to understand leaders and leadership requires responsibility. Responsibility sometimes is void of emotion. Because when it comes to responsibility, we have to be objective. We have to deal with our obligations and our responsibilities and do what we know we must do in order to achieve a goal. It's not convenient for the leader to always be in his feelings. It's not convenient for the leader to figure out if he likes someone or to get all mushy and all this other stuff. It makes more sense for the follower to have an allegiance to the leader. And if emotions and romantic interests help to secure that interest in the leader, then so be it. But that is what is required for the delicate balance of the relationship, for the leader to be the leader and the follower to be the follower. So it's really just how it is. You understand? And that's why when we see these situations where the guy is all head over heels over his wife or his girlfriend, a lot of times those situations don't work out, because when he's taking all his time because he likes his woman and he's all in love and he's googly eyed and all this other stuff, he's forgetting to be a strong and effective leader. And that's what she ultimately wants in the long run. OK, so that could mess up the relationship if he forgets to really be a leader. Another thing that we need to understand as men is that in relationships, the most important thing is respect. Okay. The most important thing that a follower has to have for the leader is respect. So a lot of times we're not even worried about how much she likes us necessarily, because we're not worried about how much we like her. We're focused on the path. We're focused on the program. We're focused on game. We're focused on ourselves, and we're focused on becoming the best version of ourselves. So anyone that's with us benefits from the trickle down effect. You understand? Because we're not exactly focused on benefiting someone just for the fact of benefiting them. We're focused on being the best version of ourselves. So anyone who is close to us benefits from the focus that we have on pouring into ourselves. And that's how it works. You understand? Because once we just start to focus on the other person, then we lose focus on leadership. And leadership allows us to be accountable for everything in the relationship, including others, right? Including the program, including everything that we have and everything that is included in being a good leader and running a healthy relationship and running a healthy and dope life in general, right? So we need respect first of all, and then from the respect comes order and structure, right? And if she loves us and if she likes us, that's perfectly fine, but that's not what we're focused on. What we're focused on is respect. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, leadership goes in one direction. Okay. Not to say that information from our helpmate or our significant other is not important. But at the end of the day, we are as leaders and as men, we're the ones that responsible. Because if the relationship fails, we're the ones that's responsible. And if the relationship is successful, we're also the ones that responsible. So we can't spend our time worrying about if we like this person and all this other stuff. We're too busy being leaders and we're too busy being responsible and accountable for everything that happens in the relationship. So that's why she needs to focus on us while we focus on managing everything. You understand? So therefore, what is mostly required is respect, and we need to do these things from an honest and righteous place. And so we end up having healthy relationships in general. And we also end up being effective leaders for all our relationships. All right. So that's pretty much how it works. Again, I'll say it one more time. Leadership goes in a certain direction, and that is direction that is determined by the man and his focus. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.